Hello, everyone, and welcome to our little, I like to call it an educational Zoom on the X39. Um, Welcome. My name's Vanessa. I am a registered nurse, or was a registered nurse. I'm still registered, but I've always been very interested in nutrition, natural medicine, seeing other ways that the body can heal itself given the right conditions. Um, Let me just see. We're on speaker. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I have a love of frequency medicine, and the patch that we're talking about today, the X39 patch, is frequency. Light is frequency, and it works on the principle of phototherapy or photobiomodulation. If we want to get really into it. Um, I started using this patch in 23, I think it was, and have really, really good results. Colin Carolina were my, what I'll call them my upline. I saw them on a um, post on social media, and I thought this is too good to be true. Did lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of research because I do that with everything, and watched testimonial after testimonial. And I said to Cole, "Can I get some from you? Sample." And he's like, "Nah, nah," just waiting for me to sign up. So he kept tapping, "Hey Ness, you ready? You ready?" And then I jumped in. So I'll talk about the things that happened for me after patching. But today I'm just going to give you a little rundown on how the patch works, um, the the better ways for it to help you work. And I know there's some people on here tonight that want to ask some questions at the end regarding other things. So we'll do that at the end. We'll do some questions and answers. So this is the patch. This is what it looks like with the backing off. And wonderful David Schmidt is the inventor and CEO of this patch. And it works like this. Our body has an infrared light, so that little bit of heat that comes off our body is actually infrared. And when we place this patch onto our body, sorry, I'll just say the patch has a lattice of crystals, nanocrystals, so they're just salts and sugars inside the patch. And the lattice formation is made reflects a frequency into our body. So our light goes into the patch, light of our body into the patch, reflects back into us. And that certain frequency, think of it like a prism, goes back into us, and it tells the body to increase your copper peptide. So we're looking at GHKCU. There's lots of, I think there's a few different copper peptides, but this particular one is GHKCU. And that GHKCU goes around and helps with our inflammation. But one of the major things that it does is it increases our stem cells. So we have stem cells in our body that go to different areas and become the cells that are needed. So this is a beautiful, beautiful way of bringing a natural therapy into your life without having to ingest anything, because there's nothing going into your body except light, which is amazing. Here goes the dog, sorry. So that's how it works. I'm just going to pop, anything that passes, he'll start barking. I'm just going to pop on my slides. So here we go. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do the video first. Let's do that. I'll stop it. Here we go.
Searching for answers. One discovery is changing everything. A patch. Symptoms to wake up the heat inside you. This is X39, a wearable light activated patch designed by David Schmidt, an inventor with over 200 patents. His mission? to reverse aging naturally. This isn't science fiction. It's stem cell activation without injections, without pills. Your body repairing itself. The results, life-changing, energy, recovery, relief. And the medical, it's taking place. Still skeptical. That's it. This is an info.com. You'll find studies, patents, the proof. It's all there. But there's no tiny patch isn't just transforming lives, it's creating freedom. Behind it is a business model built for the real people, real results, income, skill, and impact. And here's the thing. So through technology is patented and exclusive. Business plan. So you compound your people in today's economy. You can no longer on your own sweat equity to make a living. This business model allows you to duplicate yourself and even better to benefit from other people's efforts. So your income no longer depends solely on you. By duplicating yourself, the income potential is far greater than a conventional job, career, profession. And you're never alone. The business system gives you the tools, path, team. All you have to do is start. The question is, no matter if it works, it's what you act. It's what it pass. You keep thinking, live again. Stay actually stop. Something that lasts. Isn't it time to start with the big terms? This is action plan. Set your path to the dreams you have. Back to the person who shared this video, so you can experience the interesting health and exciting lifestyle that thousands enjoy. This is the technology. This is the team. And this is your movement. This is it.
Yay. Okay. This always happens. Stop. Thanks.
Just so you know, Ness, that comes through really, really choppy. There's no the sound is no good.
Really choppy?
Really, really choppy. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Not
comments,
sure
I'll be
why.
wondering if just ask about there's a few comments everyone would like to do.
Okay. Thank you. You can hear me all right though? Thanks. Okie dokes. So this is the question we ask people. Have you been patched yet? And these patches are here to elevate, activate, and regenerate. And also, I'm not a medical doctor, so what do I have to say here? We're not allowed to say that Lifewave products diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases or medical conditions. Okay. This is David Schmidt. He is our CEO and inventor. He is an amazing, amazing man. He actually got downloads when he made this product. He was working for the US government with the Navy SEALs, and they asked him to make something that the Navy SEALs could use to keep them awake for long periods of time. And he actually came up with the energy enhancer. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit hard to, anyway, it says energy enhancer there, which is a 2-patch system. I've actually got a tan on me here and the white on here. And he made these patches for the Navy SEALs, and they worked really, really well. They wanted something that they didn't have to take and that was not caffeinated. Once 9/11 hit, the US government stopped their funding, and David started looking into age reversal, but he used the energy enhancer with the US swim team. So a lot of the US swim team actually made their got their best times by using the energy enhancer. So we can see that the product really works. So in 2008, David focused his attention on the stem cell research, and it took him 10 years and 4.5 million to bring it to market. He has over 200 patents, which is crazy, and 75 of them are just to do with the X39. We all know what we should know what a patent is. It's needed to prove that a product actually works. And this just shows you, I'll just read this. As a result of elevating copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, there's improvement in energy and elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, and elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. Just a little mention of what stem cells are. They're basically master cells that develop into many different types of cells in the body. They serve as a repair system for the body. So they get a lot of stem cells from babies' blood cord because there's so many in there when you're born. And as we age, they slowly just go to sleep. And there's just a little thing showing that different stem cells are made in the body. So if your body needs work on the liver, the stem cells will go there and become liver cells, brain cells, bone cells, and so on. Why we need stem cells and the activation of our stem cells. So at the age of 30, only half your stem cells are active. This goes to show the best example of that is that all our footballers, etc., they usually retire around the age of 30 because recovery is so much harder. And at age 60, you lose almost all your stem cell activity. So they said there's around only 10% of your stem cells are active around 60. How it works, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. It's patented nanocrystal technology. It reflects light to activate. It's completely non-transdermal, meaning nothing goes into the body. There's no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants, and it's non-invasive. Again, nothing goes in the body. A little picture of a human infrared light there. They do these scans, thermography scans, or they even, when they're looking for people after, big earthquakes and that, they'll use these scans to detect heat. And that's just the body emitting a little bit of infrared light. So the patches use that light to reflect into the patch what we need. So all the patches have a different lattice, and the X39 has one that increases our copper peptides. What's a copper peptide? This GHKCU is made up of 4 things. So you need the amino acids glycine, histidine, and lysine. And of course you need copper. Copper needs to attach to the 3 amino acids in order to make the GHKCU. So some people who are having troubles or feeling nothing, you need to look at if their copper intake is good enough. Here's a few foods that are high in copper: liver, oyster, got lots of nuts, dark chocolate, salmon, things like that. You can just look up online high copper foods. I wear a copper bracelet, and I also drink from a copper mug because I don't believe that I'm getting enough copper, so that's just to add to it. Excuse me. So the GHKCU molecule was isolated in 1973, my birth date, by Dr. Lauren Picard. It showed that there was rapid wound healing. It resets genes to younger states. It's converted older cells to younger, collagen repair and collagen destruction. And he says it's like tuning a piano. Benefits: reduces inflammation, supports cardiovascular health, neurological health. I won't go through them all, but hair growth, lung tissue repair, great for anxiety and aggression, helps improve strength and stamina, recovery time, improves memory and mental clarity. And we've just got benefits here again: increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina. I know I was running around like a crazy person when I first started it. I felt really thirsty because I don't drink enough. So it actually reminded me to drink. And I was running around. I was working with a young girl who was in a wheelchair, and my body was feeling very old at the time. And I was running around with the wheelchair, so she was having an absolute ball. I'm like, what's going on? Brain fog lifted, mental clarity, restores musculoskeletal condition, improved sleep, and improved skin appearance. This is a topography map or thermography. A 77-year-old woman. This is prior to her patching, the first picture, session 1, so no X39. She's got inflammation in her brain. You can see the red, and a lack of brain coherence. Session 2 is 3 weeks later, no more inflammation and improved brain coherence. And session 3 was 6 weeks, complete turnaround, better brain coherence. So it says it can be noted her brain was hyperactive. It calmed down dramatically at the second visit, and after wearing the X39 patch, that was for 3 weeks. And then her brain remained calm, no inflammation after that 6 weeks, which is amazing. This is amazing for our dementia patients, Alzheimer's patients, autistic kids. How easy is it just to pop a patch on them? Long-term results. So the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. That's a third of our genes. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced, as you've just seen in the last picture. And within 3 months, your collagen increases. And it's not just the collagen on our skin. Our body is made up of collagen. Our vessels, our organs are all made up of collagen. So there's collagen increasing internally. And within 6 months, the heart reverses in age. So when they're saying heart, they're talking about the whole cardiovascular system. And David Schmidt says it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. How do we wear it? So you wear your patch for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. The 12 hours off is needed to repair and rejuvenate. Then you throw it away. But if you do have a pet, you can use it on your pet. So where's my little patchy gone? The patch actually works both ways. So it's going to work sticking on your skin, but it can also work when we turn it the other way. So if your pet has a collar, you can just pop it in the inside of his collar. If you are allergic to any of the adhesive, you can just place the patch with the backing on it inside your clothes, or stick it to the inside of your clothes, pop it in your bra, pop it in your undies, and away you go. Then you put a new patch on the next day. It is important to have that rest, because if we continue to patch, there's a thing called attenuation. So if you're keeping the patch on, that signal actually starts to stop. So that's one of the reasons why I know some people wear it for a longer time. It can slow the process of making those copper peptides. You can wear more than one at a time, so you can wear, I would suggest 2 if you have the money, and 1 is plenty. And the second one will give you 20% more efficacy. And drink plenty of water. So what these patches are doing are working on a cellular level. They're pushing toxins out. So number 1, we need to drink water, because our cells in our body is 70% made of water. So we need water to conduct electricity around our body. And number 2, we need the water to flush out toxins that are being removed when we have that cellular regeneration. This is Doggy, and I actually did my homework, because I've been saying every week I don't know how long it took for that cataract to go. 10 days. There he is. 10 days of patching. It's amazing. Woohoo. All right. So I was just going to do a little testimony of myself. I was going to show a quick vid, and was it Renita who was happy to share as well? I'll just stop sharing here.
Janita. Ness.
Janita, I'm so sorry. My apologies.
You wouldn't be the first, you won't be the last.
Janita. 1 second. So we still got the canvas screen on or no? We're back to the main screen.
It's got your background as well as the canvas screen. But I think if we slide across, we can get to you. I'm fine.
That's okay. I'm just trying to take that off. Is that right? Anyway, so yeah, with me, I have bursitis in my knee and my left knee and my right shoulder. It took probably about 3 weeks for that to subside. And it was really funny with the shoulder. I like patched it one day. I actually put the patch on the shoulder. You can put the patch wherever you feel. I like to do it intuitively as well. I didn't mention prior. They use the C7, which is that bony part of the back of the neck and below the belly button, 3 fingers below the belly button. They're 2 acupuncture sites. So they're the main sites that people use. I always pop one on the back of my neck, but this time I popped it on my shoulder and the pain was gone within 20 minutes. And I kept going, what? Thinking, no, it can't be. But that was really cool. I had debilitating lower back pain, pelvic pain, and yeah, so all of that has gone. I've had a bit come and go because I know my pelvis isn't sitting correctly. But yeah, I haven't had to go to the chiro or my osteo for a very, very long time, which is great, saving me money. And menopause symptoms, no hot flushes. That probably took about 8 months for me, and which is great because I had hot flushes for many years. Gingivitis, which Adam mentioned the other day. I haven't had any bleeding when I brush my teeth, so obviously that's all sorted, which is great. And I had an eczema that is under the feet that causes blisters and things, and that actually I haven't had anything since patching. Someone mentioned it the other day on the WhatsApp, and I was like, oh, haven't had any itchiness or pain or anything from that, or there's nothing there, so it's great. They're my main things. Renita, if you want to pop on and just tell your little story.
Got there.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so Adam reached out to me March, April, and I basically ignored him because I wasn't ready. I had this numbness, deadness in the side of my left knee, and it had been, I guess, progressively it was kind of on and off for a long, long time. And then all of a sudden I realised it was a constant. And then the next thing I noticed was a pulling sensation, some sort of pain happening on the outer edge of my left shin. And this would flow into my lower back at times. Anyway, it got to a point where it'd at least be over a year ago now, and Ian could vouch for this, I stopped walking. We walk in the Yuyangs, which is a range near us, and that's up and down hills and over rock scrambling and everything. And it got to a point where I couldn't do it because when I would go up, it would pull, and it got to a point where it was just too painful to walk. So I also noticed I couldn't do any sideline work, leg work at the Pilates. And I got to a point where my osteo had probably carried out at least 10 or more treatments. At a rough estimate, I'd spent over $2,000 at the osteo and the Bowen therapy, looking for alternative treatments. My osteo suggested I get an MRI. So I went to my GP and literally told him I wanted an MRI. He wasn't happy with me, but he wrote it out. And then I went back, had the MRI, went back to my osteo, and what it showed was a narrowing of my nerve internally off my L5. So the sports medicine doctor just said that's what it was. And then the osteo confirmed that. I was about to embark on a trip overseas for 10 days and I didn't want the pain. So I begrudgingly took a 10-day dose of steroids, and it kind of dealt with a lot of the pain. So I was able to manage the trip. When I got back, it was in an okay position. And then out of the blue, I got this phone call from Adam. Well, I thought it was Adam. It wasn't. He'd lost his phone. He'd left it at a market and some dude was ringing me to try to get it back to him. Anyway, he rings me later in the day and says, "Thanks for that. How are you?" I said, "Well, where do I start?" So I told him about what was going on. He said, "Well, you know where I'm going to go with this, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Look, don't even bother going there. Just sign me up." I said, "I've already spent over 2K. What's another bit of money?" So that was probably one of Adam's easiest sign-ups at that point. I come from a background of MLM, and natural therapies is my thing. So anyway, I started using them on the 1st of September, and I said to Adam, don't even bother. Don't bother pushing anything at me. I know completely how everything works with it from an MLM perspective. I understand all of it, the way we market and so on and so forth. I said, I'm not doing a damn thing until I see some results, and then you'll hear. Adam doesn't. I don't even think he knows what's happened. So I've just spent 3 weeks in. I hadn't really noticed anything. Look, there might have been a bit of lift of brain fog. I might have got a bit better sleep. I don't know. Nothing, because you just kind of second guess yourself on those things, but I can't second guess this. I've spent 3 weeks away and I woke up one morning and I thought, because this leg stuff would ache, it's like a dull ache, a heaviness, constant on and off all through the night. So I'd be waking up with it. Every step I took was, noticeable and discomfort and all the rest. So it was getting to a point was affecting the head as well. I woke up one morning and went, shit, there's no pain. There's no discomfort. And this was only last week. And I thought, okay, actually think about this. So I started doing some up and down some stairs. And whilst it's still a little bit noticeable, I'd say it's probably improved by 90%. I've got back from interstate and went to my Pilates class because I've been doing up to 3 Pilates classes for years, and I was on the reformer and I did sideline leg work for the first time in well over 6 months, maybe longer, without any pain. Now, it was challenging from a perspective that my leg was out of condition, but there was absolutely no pain. I was then able to do, I don't know if you know what tippy bird is, but it's a balancing on one leg where you bring the leg up to the front and then lean over forward and kick it out at the back. So it's a complete balance act. I haven't been able to do that for, I can't remember, 6 months or more either without pain and pressure and discomfort. I've successfully managed both, at my Pilates class on Tuesday and again today. So that's it. And you mentioned bursitis. I've had that in my hip and it's kind of gone, but it's, as you know, it kind of hangs around too. So there's a bit of a dullness there. That seems to have gone too. I only noticed that when you mentioned it. So, yeah.
If we don't write it all down, there is a health tracker, but yeah, if we don't write it all down, you don't realize how many things have happened over the time. That's amazing. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah. And basically the doctor, when I was in his office about 4 weeks ago, when I asked him what treatments he would recommend, was steroid injections, steroids or anti-inflammatories. I left the office with the script for anti-inflammatories, didn't fill them because he gave me so much grief over where I went prior. He told me to go elsewhere. So basically his option, he says, is irreversible. It's oh God, what is it? Arthritis you've got.
Yeah.
And I anyway, I left there very pissed off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's all they're taught. Doctors are taught. Sorry if anyone's a doctor in here. They're taught to write a script or to go under the knife.
And that was one other suggestion.
So,
but it's degenerative and aging related as far as that's concerned. Irreversible.
Well, we know different.
Well, we do now.
Yeah. I've got some amazing videos as well if anyone wants to have a look at them, talking about how the collagen is building the discs of the spine, filling the disc with fluid, that sort of thing. So it's all happening over time, and the thing is, it's over time. Everyone is different. So some people have amazing effects day one, which is the what do they call, one patch wonders, and then other people's it can take 3 to 6 months. I tell everyone, give it 6 months. They say a month's worth for every decade of your life. So in the sleeve that we get, again, can't see because of the light, 30 patches, so 1 patch a day, 12 hours on, pop it on your pet afterwards. I put mine on my dog's bed. He just sleeps on it. And they'll get the remainder of whatever's in there. I believe because of the heat of our body that there's a disintegration happening over time. That's why they say, 12 hours is optimal. If you're a really unwell person, then you start on a shorter time frame. Some people are dealing with moles, with Lyme, with that sort of thing, and they will detox a lot. So I tell them to start for 6 hours. I've had a few people put it on and just couldn't handle it. So everyone feels it differently, but that's good to take note. I wanted to play. Let me just see if I can find it. I'll share again. This is on Facebook. Okay, there. This is on my, hopefully. No volume. Let's see if I can get that. Oh. This is after wearing it for half an hour.
Are you playing a video?
Sorry, it was after 1 hour.
Can't see anything. Just a
Sorry.
few green boxes with text.
Sorry if you couldn't hear it. This lady had had issues for quite a while, and wasn't able to lift her arms. So within an hour, she was able to lift her arms. Yeah. Sorry about the volume. Okay, I'll continue on with.
Couldn't see anything, Ness.
Couldn't see anything?
No.
No one
No.
could?
No voice, no video, nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, when I flicked my screen to the right, a trail of
Yeah.
something came up.
It was just green boxes of text and a link
yeah, I
to
see.
Facebook. Can you just
Can you
send
see
us
it
the
now?
link afterwards? Can you send us the link to the Facebook, Ness? And then we can look at it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
that's
see.
all right.
I can
That's
see
all
the
I think
baby.
your sharing isn't working very well or something. I
That's
don't know.
okay. Oh, we won't bother.
But
Okay.
these shoulder things, it'd be good to watch if you just send us a link. I'll try
Yeah,
and
I can
see it.
pop it in the group or whatever later.
Okay.
Let's continue with the slides. Sorry about that. Apologies. Okay. We'll get going. All right. So all the information on the actual patch is at thisisit.info.com. And just a quick, some information on the actual company. Lifewave has been going for, this is our 21st year. They're open in over 80 countries now. It's not a Me Too product. This is the only thing, this patch, there's nothing like it. I lost my patch. There is nothing like it on the market. It can't be copied. And we're just very, very lucky to be able to have come across it. And the way we come across it is by hearing testimonials. People, reach out to us, or one of the easiest ways is when you talk to someone, say, hey, jump on a Zoom call most nights of the week. It's not, a weight loss product, a skincare product, or something. Well, it's all of that. But as I said, it's the only thing that it's the one in the million. I can't explain. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. So in 21, the revenue was 20 million for Lifewave. In 2024, it was 650 million. So all of that increase is due to the X39 patch, which is pretty amazing. All right. Reasons why you'd want to start sharing this patch is thinking about what is important to you in your life. Family, definitely family for me. Time, freedom, security, travel. You get to travel a lot. Better health, of course, and less debt. If you don't have your health, you've got nothing. That's one of the first things I learned with nursing. If you don't have your health, you've got nothing. So health equals wealth. And this patch is doing both financially as well. I know myself that my goal is financial freedom. I like to be able to stay at home and homeschool my kids. I want to be able to travel when I want. I want to be my own boss. And I can do these Zooms or reach out to people from anywhere. So it is a beautiful company, a beautiful group of people. I mean, I call everyone my family. We're all here to help each other. So yeah, who doesn't want better health and better wealth? I do. This is our compensation plan. Basically, this is one part of the compensation plan. This is capped at 25,000 US dollars a week. It's as easy as finding 4 people that you love and would want to bless with this patch. I don't know about you, but I definitely know when I started, I knew more than 4 people that needed this. Everyone needs it. And if they haven't got any pains or any health issues, then it's all about age reversing. It's about skin. It's about looking good, feeling good. And also stamina. When we bring the X49 into it, it's about muscle growth and bone density and things like that. And then you've got people who might just want to get into it for the actual money side of things, for finances. So you find 4 people that you love. When I talk to people and sign them on, I say, can you think of 4 people that you'd like to share this with? And we put 2 on the left and 2 on the right. They need to sign up as a core, which I'll explain in a minute, or an advanced or a premium, and they need to have a subscription. And when you have those 2 on either side of you, you become a manager. And you can earn up to $25,000 a week. And we have people from Mudgee, Tessa and that who've done this without social media. So it can be done. And they're earning well over that amount using the other commissions. This is just one part of it. We also have matching bonuses. So, for example, let's say Adam's below me. If he earns 100, the company will match what he's made, and I will get 25% from the company. And then whoever's under him, say Tanya, if she makes 20%, I will make, if she makes 100, I'll make 20%, match that. The company will match it 20%, and so forth. So that goes for 3 levels there. So that's matching bonus. And then there's other plans, and we've got some new things coming in where there's 7 ways of actually making money coming in, next week, I think. So, but that's just a little idea of how you can make this affordable for you to have, because not everyone can afford this. But if you can find 4 people to share it with, I don't like saying selling, I say share it, just share it. Share what's happened for you. If nothing's happened for you yet, you talk about other people's testimonies. I know when I started, Colin and Kay, they're the ones that I'd seen their video on Facebook. I was talking about theirs, young Australian couple, very down to earth. He's talking about his back, how 14 years of back pain from back surgery, etc., all gone, and they were nearly in tears, and it hooked me, hook, line and sinker. And I used their testimony before I got mine. I said, oh, you should have seen what happened to this person. But I looked at, when I first started, I looked at testimony after testimony after testimony, saying this is just too good to be true. So that's just how you do it. Talk about other people's if you don't have anything to say for yourself yet. These are the 3 starter packs. So you only purchase this once. You can come in at the core level, which is the first one. It's $295 US. You're looking at approximately 500 odd, depending on the American dollar. That's including tax and shipping. So you'll get 3 months worth of X39. That's for people who just want to get started. Just start with the core. If they've got enough money, get them onto an advanced. If it's a couple, advanced is better because you're going to get 6 months worth. So you're going to share, you'll have three each. But if you're a single, like I started on an advanced, I had some extras. So when someone comes, I'm talking to someone and they said, oh, I'm really interested, I'll sign them up and I'll give them a sleeve. So once theirs comes, so they can start straight away. And when their sleeves come in, I'll get it returned. Obviously, this can only happen if the people are around you. But that's a really nice way to have some extra on you that you can give to someone that's signed up who's in your vicinity. And then you've got premium. So people who want to really start building, it's the advanced, I'll go back, is around 900 odd, maybe 920. I'm not too sure at the moment what the dollar's doing, but that's including your tax and shipping. And then your premium is just under $3,000. And what a beautiful way to start your business of your own for under $3,000. There's no other overheads, okay? You can start working from home anytime. Just with that amount of money, you'll get 20 months worth. You can chop and change your patches, so you can get some of the other patches that we've got for inflammation, for sleep, glutathione, carnosine. We've got a whole heap of other patches, so you don't have to get exactly 20 months worth of X39. Get some X49 as well, but you can chop and change. If you can only come in at core, because that's how much money you've got, you can always upgrade, and you can always upgrade to premium. You pay the difference and you get the difference in patches, which is great. And then it says the importance of being on a monthly subscription. So one sleeve subscription, meaning 31 months worth of X39. You can only earn up to $100 per week commission if you're on one sleeve. If you're on the two sleeves, it doesn't have to be two X39. I just get an X39 and another of the patches, of the other patches, and that then you can max out the comp plan if you're doing that monthly. It might sound a bit like gobbledygook at the start, but the more you see these Zooms, jump on them and listen and just keep learning and take notes, you'll get the gist of it. These are just American franchises showing the difference with Lifewave there down the bottom. And McDonald's is, I think you've got to pay to to start up with McDonald's. You need to pay. They can say no to you, so you can lose all your money. You've got to work with them for 2 years and pay, and they can still say no to you. And you just spend thousands and thousands of dollars to open a franchise. Whereas this is a measly, let's say it's probably about $2,800 at the moment. You pay $25 annual fee, and you can be making money pretty quickly. We've had people become managers in a day because they've found 4 people who they know and love and sign them up in a day. It's crazy. It's just showing you that there's so many overheads for other businesses. When you do join with us, we've got the This Is It info, which is all to do with the information on X39. Please get on there and look at it if you haven't, because you're going to be sending it to other people. See what's in there yourself, so you know what they're going to be looking at. It's got all your patents and all your double-blind studies, etc. And then to learn how to do the business side of things, it's thisisitteam.com. the other one. So, and it will go step by step into how to start building your business. And I've got the Bahamas trip. So twice a year there's a trip that you can accrue points. You have to put in the work and accrue points, and you can get a trip for yourself and for your partner depending on how much work you put in. This one has finished and it will be in Feb, and we've got some people on here who are going. Is it just you, Adam? It might just be you guys that are going. I don't know if anyone else made it. Well done, anyways.
Yeah, we got the two tickets, tickets and one answer. Got 105 points. Pretty sure.
Yay! So awesome.
Yeah, pretty exciting.
Terrible. I know.
So,
you're in Queensland
I
now.
know where we're going in February.
Hey?
I know where we're going in February.
I know. I'm so jealous.
To the Bahamas.
To the Bahamas. Hey.
So it is very achievable.
You did.
We've done it all the hard way too.
How do you track
We've
the
done it all
points?
the hard way too.
Does it show you on it? How do you track the points or whatever?
They do have a
we've done it with a
tracker.
manual sheet.
Oh,
Yeah, you just print up a sheet and you track it as you go, and then they give you updates. It's hard with the updates. You don't know when they've come from. They don't tell you this was from the 20th
Of a date.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know how
so
to track it. I have to figure it out.
Yeah, we definitely got there. So
yeah.
Well
Okay,
Can
I'm
I
going
so
to.
it's very achievable.
Well done, guys.
Can I ask one question, Ness, about when you're a manager, you've got two either side. Do those people just have to have a core or advanced for themselves, or do they
I'm going
have to have other
finish
people
the
below them?
recording and then we'll do questions.
Okay.
Okay.